So I finally decided to make audio about a situation that has occurred on numerous occasions. It's in regard to dreams. Several months ago, I've had a series of dreams, and they were rather close together. I would say maybe about 3 dreams within a 30-day period. What made the dreams stand out to me was someone kept appearing in my dreams, the same person. And we're friends. But in the dream, it was always something negative happening in the dream. I'm not going to go into the details of the dream, but the theme of the dreams was always negative. And it threw me for a loop because I'm one who analyzes my dreams, because I tend to try to see if perhaps it's something in my unconscious mind that's coming up in my dreams. But like I said, me and this person is friends. And so it kind of threw me for a loop there. One, the frequency of the dreams. It was about 3 dreams in a month that this person came up in my dreams. So it made me remember a video that I saw someone did. I think this was about 2 years ago. And they were saying in their video that I don't know what they described, whether they described it as an entity or whatever. But they said something to the effect of it was like a form of identity theft occurring in the dreams. So what they were saying was it's really someone else, or rather another entity other than the person that's being identified in the dream. Because you're familiar with the person in the dream, it's almost like a way of another being that pretty much has hijacked this person's identity, so you won't know it's them in the dream. And so, that's the first part. The second part is 2 days ago, I had a dream, and 2 people showed up in my dream that I was friends with on Facebook when I was on Facebook. Now, these are not people that I know personally. They were just friends on Facebook. You know, and they're people that make videos and stuff like that. And one of them was kind of agitated, like he was in his feelings about something. And the other one was coming off as a nice guy. So it was opposite. So I'm not really sure what that's about. But there's a lot of things going on spiritually out here, people. starting to strongly suspect that, and I'm not just starting to suspect this, I've been suspecting this for at least the last year. That perhaps we're in the fourth dimension, operating on a mental plane. I would say between the third and fourth dimension. We're still on this physical plane, the 3D, but we've entered the fourth dimension. I think we've been in that for a while now. I'm going to tell you why. So, the 3D deals with the physical realm, the realm of matter. For the fourth dimension deals with the mental plane, and the fifth dimension deals with the spiritual plane. I'm starting to suspect that this fourth dimension is the bridge from 3D to 5D. We got to get over this bridge. The fourth dimension, the mental plane. To me, this lines up with why all these things is coming up from out of the unconscious mind now. Because we're dealing with the mental plane now. We got to get past that. But let me get back to what I was saying. So if we have entered the fourth dimension, this is where you're going to have a lot of psychic attacks. This is why there's energy vampires coming out the woodwork. From some of the things I've heard and read, the fourth dimension, you're going to be dealing with a lot of demons out here. Probably including yourself and myself. I just want to put that out there. Because I be, when I'm on social media, I'm seeing a lot of people that I'm starting to wonder who is who. And just because they may be spitting a lot of knowledge, you know, a lot of people praise them and this and that, but I'm not really I don't really buy into the hype of a lot of people praising them, because a lot of people aren't doing their own homework, so they gotta watch others and listen to others to get information, because they don't know how to tap into themselves. And this is where you're gonna get hooked or caught on a hook, because you're listening to all these people and you're inclined to be confused, and you don't have a sense of discernment. Because even though I've listened to a lot of these people, I hear them talking, I hear all the knowledge they spitting, but something just don't be feeling right. And I'll listen intently because I know there's a chance, and it usually is, that in everything that they're speaking about, and it sounds like they did their homework, they speak fluently about whatever topic they're speaking on, there's usually some kind of unconscious spill that comes out. And it's usually a one-liner in an hour or 2 hour video. Just one line. But you got to be keen enough to catch it. And I be catching it. I be catching it. Once I hear that one line, I don't care if I just listen to the previous hour. Once I hear that one spill, I'll be like, there it go. Now the question mark goes up. I'll be like, not sure where this one is coming from. But that's that. Another thing I want to say, now that I'm on this topic about some of these people that's on social media, especially the mainstream ones, I'm a little leery. Because you're a little too mainstream for me. Who was it? I think it was Bobby Hemmett that said, and let me just say, I don't eat up everything I've heard Bobby Hemmett said either. Even though, I got a lot of information from him, but I don't eat up everything nobody says. I eat the meat and spit out the bones. And whatever videos I make, people should do the same with me as well. Use your discernment. But it was Bobby Hemmett that said, if it's mainstream, it's probably an agenda. So I always kept that in mind. I've always been the type of person, whatever it seems like the majority of the people is doing or following, I'm going to do the opposite. That to me is like a telltale sign. Nah, you don't go the same way the masses is going. That's just a given. But let me get to my last point. Some of these mainstreamers on social media, particularly in the so-called conscience or spiritual community, I'm starting to think it's a network of them that's really all working together. It's just a feeling I get. But you wouldn't think they were working together because you don't really see them together. Everybody's all scattered about. Because they got to hook you some way. We'll put one over here. They'll be talking about this. We'll put one over there. Have them talking about that. You get my point. But they all really a part of the agenda. It's game time, y'all, especially if we in the fourth dimension. It's going to be no holds barred. all the tricks gonna come out the bag. Elaborate tricks. Just keep that in mind. This is why it's important to learn to start going within yourself, because that's really all you need. And let the God within you guide you.